game, the one I posted, I said you should check that out before you cut the game off. You should check out that broadcast. I'm playing with Atlanta, and dude got picked. I'm trying to tell you, that boy did his goddamn thing, boy. I came out there playing. Look, I'm represented, goddamn. I'm gonna put it straight like I'm represented like niggas supposed to represent.
Hello, my name is Kamal.
Nothing wrong with that, cuz.
I'm a human now, but
There's nothing wrong with that now.
I see you doing your thing out there in that Ultimate Team with the man. I see you representing out there. But I ain't quite got the patience to get the team quite do all that trickery that they need you to do to get the team right when you need it. So I leave that to people like y'all. I'm ready to go log into the ass. I ain't got time to go through all that. I ain't lying. They ain't gonna let niggas just go biopacking. That's just too much for people to me. But I be seeing, look, I be seeing you out there though. And look, I know. You know what I'm saying? Most people might not know, but I know you put the effort in, the stick work in when it comes to that Ultimate Team shit. You ain't too shabby in the ring shit. And Madden period, but you know, right there, that's where you be at is on that Ultimate Team. That's why I'm surprised you ain't started broadcasting like your live, like broadcasting your Ultimate Team game. A lot of niggas.
I ain't really with the whole broadcasting thing. Well, I'm just like sharing the highlights.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't really with the whole broadcasting thing just yet. Like I said, I got a YouTube page full of highlights.
Nigga said I got a YouTube page. Well, how'd you get your YouTube your highlights to YouTube off the phone?
I don't know what?
How'd you upload your highlights off of YouTube? Give me up to YouTube off the phone.
I mean, it's a YouTube. I had to make a YouTube account. There's a YouTube option after I made the account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, I don't even know how the hell it's letting me. I made a Twitch account off here so I can do live broadcasting, and I just like fuck it, you know, won't that many people on Twitch, so I just hit this instead of going to Twitch, I hit the damn YouTube joint, and it let me start broadcasting live straight from YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, when you broadcasting through YouTube on the PlayStation 4, it's basically, I don't know how to watch it on like
YouTube.
PlayStation. Yeah, on YouTube.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how to send nobody the link, like, cause I'm live broadcasting to watch. Unless you got the phone. I don't know how to do it either. Like, tell them where to go to. I think you can look up the gamer tag, though. Because when I was doing the live broadcast, it said something about, the gamer tag, blah, 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 and I got it publicly, and it was saying that people can, so I guess it's pretty much, if I shot him my damn gamer tag, then he could probably find it, if he know what the hell he's doing. But I don't know how to send nobody no damn link.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon that's how you do that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not even sure, but that's how I suppose you could do it.
It's easy to find a motherfucker to do that shit on the phone.
Yeah.
They got anything good on there?
Huh?
They got anything good on there?
On what?
And the cards and shit that you looking at.
I mean, yeah, there's a couple of good cards I want. Think about getting that Marshall next back. I don't know just yet. My team pretty much where it needs to be, so I really don't need that. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, checking it out, seeing what all they got out here.
like I said, I can't wait till the Madden drop in August. I can't wait.
There you go. Yeah, that's gonna be fresh.
Well, I want to see what we gonna be rated with Marshawn Lynch, that tight end, and what we picked up in the draft. And somebody said we got a bunch of cornerbacks, some good cornerbacks out the draft, some fast boys.
Yeah, we hear you.
What's going on, man? Yo, I'll play you after this one, my man. You know, I'm already logged in. I ain't gonna quit this one, man. This is rank, homie. This will give me the damn loss. I think you might want to watch this game before you want to call me out, man, because you get your goddamn noggin thrashed in this match, you be looking retarded. I appreciate the love, though. Say no more. Okay, but watch the game, my man. Learn something. Because I'm going to show you today what a true Madden player look like, brother. I appreciate you, though. Look, I ain't being no dick or being rude. I appreciate you logging in, no bullshit. Okay, that's cool. I like that. You ain't got no fear. I like that. All right, cuz.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory.
You from Cleveland, man? Hey, a lot of respect to y'all out there, man. And I'm talking about streetwise. I fuck with Bone Thugs, a couple y'all rappers out there now. Cleveland, y'all about y'all business if you from Cleveland. Or Cloverland. Oh, yeah, Cloverland. Where you from? I'm reading the screen while I'm talking to you. Oh, what up, man? I got one on the headset on the game, too.
Between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons.
Houston. Okay. A little flip town.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman.
Let's get it, man.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Let's get it.
For Coleman, if you combine the rushing and receiving yards, close to 1,000 last year. He had 8 touchdown combo with Devontae Freeman.
An outstanding one, and just think, if he's on just about any other NFL team, he's probably the lead running back. And Devontae Freeman gets the bulk of the carries. But Coleman, when he does get his hands on the football, he really produces a big way.
Let's get it,
Speaking of the numbers you just gave.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield.
Are you a fan of Little Flip's music, man?
Down and pick up the first down.
I like some of his stuff. I don't do no hate.
Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammett.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammett shows better athleticism than what people expect.
And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. Out of the Wildcat, this is Freeman. Here's Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play clock winding down. This time Ryan will throw. He finds his target, Fuller. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is, and I still remember the evaluation of him.
And a loose football.
Oh, Blue's got a challenge hat. Come on, Blue. And they got it down.
The way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. Now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Rob Gronkowski, he's the cowbell of this offense.
So good that you just can't call him a tight end. You call him a special receiver. Can often line up on the backside of a formation and be the primary target. And no one has more fun in this league than Gronk.
They try again with Lewis. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Brady now to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Last year for Edelman, just below 100 receptions, 98, over 1,100 yards, 3 touchdowns. And, you know, this is a guy that gets a lot of pub for being that perfect receiver for Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. What's his role going forward?
I think his role going forward is to be a bona fide #1 receiver in the NFL, meaning he's not just a Tom Brady receiver. He's that guy for anyone. And he spent so much time proving himself as he got into the league, just what you were talking about. Can I have a role here with New England? Now it's not just proving himself. It's continuing to develop in his craft. And I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. He never gave up on himself. And your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On play action, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get something like a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And LeGarrette Blount just does not go down easy. You know, from my experience as a defensive back, this was a difficult guy to try and tackle because of the force that he runs with, and he's not going to be daunted no matter if it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, Brandon.
Well, what shocks me about last year, 18 touchdowns. I mean, the yards were pretty good, 1161. But when I think of New England, I don't think of a running back getting 18 touchdowns.
You know, that to me, it was the combo that made the 2016 season for him. Most yards in his career, most touchdowns in his career by far. And he's the type of guy that, hey, you want to give it to me inside the 5? He doesn't believe anyone's going to stop him.
Gronkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. On the direct snap, Freeman. Coleman now. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now this time he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. This is Coleman. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And a Wildcat formation here.
Here we go! Man 38!
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. Coleman. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper.
I ain't trying to make the game skip, man.
Down to the 18 and a first down.
Well, normally on a 3rd down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action, but when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. They'll toss it to Coleman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On second down, here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones. Just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down, and he will take it in.
Let's get it, man.
Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This is such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about parity in the NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part on offense, all right? Offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, and you're exactly right, everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4, and that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be taken at the 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before. He gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Brady to throw. Screen pass to Blunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Now Brady again. They find some open field here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. He got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Brady throwing on second down. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan from 3 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Really?
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little bit of bouncing in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Brady going to go on 4th down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. There'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's able to put it through. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And Jones has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. Third down here.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat, and they'll go on the ground. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. This will be caught at about the 6. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second down following the incompletion. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Over the middle. That's caught by Hogan. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And it's fielded at the 34. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Ryan on first down. Going up top. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Let's go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete.
Are you fucking serious?
Come through there on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught outright, Amendola. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he comes back with one complete. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Garoppolo looking to throw. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right, Gavin.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Babineau coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Wow, what a disaster. disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Like that
this will be taken at the 13. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
He just got never got the screen. This nigga knocked me into
they go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6. It'll be first down, New England. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And this one is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up second down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Here's Blunt. Cuts back, left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt, 32 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I'm beating this nigga to the fucking ball.
Every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
TV. Nobody want to see that shit. You want to do me a favor? Can you look at dude's Cloverland 3030? He want to play me. Can you look him up on the Frank 3030? I'm going to play. I was going to do it. Just hit, double tap the, go to the other screen. Dang, city party. You still up, buddy? You alright? Alright. Okay, that's cool, buddy. That's cool, buddy. She ain't out. Squirt's still up. Oh, alright. Thank you. You said you sent it or you didn't? Alright. Oh, too far. I'm gonna plug my phone. Alright, I'm coming right back. I'll wait on him. Alright. Oh, young boy. And he right. It did. Yo, that's why I said like that shit though. That's why I still make the statement I make, bro. Because it's just like you take them cheap shits out like through this game, and this broadcasting is recorded, so I can go back and point them out to you. You take them shits out, it just be like a game early, and you see, my dude flipped up off the ground, off his back. I told you, that's the beauty about. All right, I'm back.
Troubles in the air.
Got you. Let's see who they gonna throw at me now. Patriots cheat in real life and cheat on the game. That's a goddamn joke.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17.
What up with you there, Bo?
We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Kaepernick's 49ers. With that, let's get out to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Kaepernick now on first down. And he connects.
Oh, what's good with you? Y'all see that bullshit ass?
Touchdown.
Oh, shit. Yo, okay, homie.
Vance McDonald.
Man, you give up with that shit.
And the Niners have taken the early lead. Just how they wanted to start this one in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything.
That shit right there.
Look forward a
you
little
won't
bit
even
now
go catch
because
that. You
everybody
had to
should
go
be
get that
celebrating his
yourself.
catch in the end zone.
I can
The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Oh, yeah, Lane fuck with that. That's garbage time.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Y'all don't know Frisco ain't got no defense, man. Everybody know that. Let's get it.
They come out here in the eye. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
You know, the pass.
Second down following the run.
Early first. Mama, he punched me
And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat.
Let's get it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Starters defensively for the 49ers. New coach, new GM, but a couple nice pieces to build around up front. Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner.
And that continues for them because, remember, they were the same duo in college at the University of Oregon. Now they're teammates with the San Francisco 49ers. I think both have played well in their short time in the league, but they also get help because they have an experienced veteran on the back end of the defense. I think you can build around him as well. Get some younger, quicker guys to go, but Antoine Bethea, he'll lead them with confidence.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He finds his target, Fuller. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. No, not a good sign here. He is still down on the field. He's obviously an integral part of this offense. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a carry here for Presley. And some space.
Look at the ruck come in, man.
Gets it out here. Let's touchdown.
Look at the ruck come in, man. You know what I'm saying? We all right out here.
Great effort.
Appreciate y'all for watching, though. Y'all was some excellent ball
the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
We just seen Coleman get hurt. Oh, he coming back in? Put that nigga in. They just knocked the winds out of him. You know, they knocked the fart out of him. That's all they done.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Yeah, right retired at the end of the 1st.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Just for those who watch all that shit, if y'all watched my last one earlier,
the 25. The
or
San
if you're on
Francisco
my friend
offense
list, you
getting
can play
their
me
last
out and
minute
whoop your
instructions
ass.
before they take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple.
Now we about to let
Play
dogs
drive,
loose.
long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
First carry for Carlos.
Where he going?
And he's going to net at the line of scrimmage and take it down. Tackle. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
He ain't doing that. He ain't busting break on the free fight.
Hey, 91! 91! Sunday!
Uh-oh. Throw it to him.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick.
Oh!
Smith, and it's
Y'all seen it like I seen it.
picked off by Robert Alford.
Y'all seen it like I seen
Return
it.
it to the 21-yard line. Atlanta now.
We'll see.
coming
Him
out
in
of the
trouble,
field.
man. We might take
And
off
it's
like a
unit
sled. I
last
told y'all
drive.
I was going to
They did it
dog.
all on the ground, Charles.
And they
I'm pissed
controlled
off
it
about
from
that
the
last
interior.
game, man. That shit
Big
was
on
fucking
big, right?
glitchy ass
Offensive
shit,
lineman
bro.
versus defensive
Homie
lineman.
gonna catch it.
But you know, in order to keep the football
Gotta clear
moving
motherfucking goddamn
downfield,
field, man.
other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A strong running. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The tackle by Tremaine Brock.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends
I know
because
y'all
they can take their
studying me.
toll on a
If you
defense
ain't on my
and they
friend
can
list, I
add
know
up as
y'all
the game
gonna
goes
feel me
along.
like y'all can
They
beat
control
me.
the clock, they
It ain't
control
gonna
the
be
ball.